In the UK alone, there are approximately 11 million people over the age of 65, and it is expected that by 2050 this population will be doubled. A large proportion of this population suffers from what we call as age-related sarcopenia, which in simple terms is a reduction in muscle mass and strength with aging.
We look at people aged 65 to 75 years old, and we're looking at the interrelationship between physical activity and diet in the first study and the impact thereof on sarcopenia. Further to that, we're going to look at appetite and how different supplements affect people's appetite between 65 and 75 years old.
The primary impact of our research is the identification of alternative non-pharmacological solutions for combating age-related sarcopenia, thus enabling older people to live longer and healthier lives.
We took the preliminary analysis to the Physiological Society over in Dublin last year and presented what we've found so far, and we found that males and females are both under eating by about 28% a day as per recommended guidelines. Further to that, we found that 27% of the female participants that we tested were demonstrating low lean mass, so a lack of muscle, and also 40% of those female participants had significantly lower strength than as per recommendations.
A secondary impact is of economic nature due to saving billions of pounds by reducing the number of people who require hospitalization either because of falls, fractures or diseases associated with sarcopenia.
My research looks to investigate the mechanisms, cellular mechanisms underlying the age-associated loss of muscle mass. We're hoping to provide or shed light on practical ways that people can retain muscle mass and highlight strategies that people can use, both nutrition-based and also exercise-based.
We've been really lucky to engage the University of the Third Age in Leeds, so we can get quite a large cohort for this study. In the first study, we've had opportunity to look at dietary intake, and we've had opportunity to look at physical activity levels of older people in the local area.
We run a DEXA scan to look at the body composition. We do functional performance measures, strength, gait speed test and so on, and various other things to establish where they're at in terms of their habitual activity level. And then people come in and do a more intensive study, which is where we look at blood measures, muscle measures and so forth, and that's really where the mechanistic stuff gets done.
By the year 2035, we're expected to see 23% of the population aged 65 and above. So the way that we're working with the research at the moment is to look at how we can make people more functional for longer and give them a better quality of life.
The project potentially has far-reaching impact in terms of helping people maintain functional capacity, muscle mass and function into their later years. This will link in with quality of life and also ease the financial burden on social care services that is going to be a real challenge moving forward with the ageing population.